Okay, so now I'm going to show you your lesson for today, okay? It's not that I don't trust the teacher that's there. I just wanted to show you myself, okay, because we've worked on this whole paper together, and I want to make sure you understand exactly what you need to do on your closing paragraph today. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is I want you to pull out your outline and your research, okay? 10 seconds. Pull it out right now. Okay, you have it out now? Okay, you should have out your outline and your research. Turn to the page that's your closing paragraph. Okay, that's the one you're going to be writing today. You'll see at the top that I've reminded you what a closing paragraph is. And I'm going to go through each of those parts with you because we haven't done these yet. Okay, we've just talked about it. I have also done one for my paper, and I'm going to read it to you also. So you'll see at the top, and I've got it on the board underneath the screen. When we get done with this video, your sub can raise the screen up, and I've got all this on the board. Okay, so the first point is to restate your thesis. It also says restate main points. These are the same sentence, okay? You want to go back and see what your thesis was in your lead paragraph, okay? Then you want to restate it. That means don't repeat yourself. You cannot say exactly what you said last time. Don't do it. Don't repeat yourself. But in your thesis, you need to mention what region you are, and you need to mention those 3.8 points, okay? So my 3.8s were about environment, survival equipment, which was tools and weapons, and daily life, okay? So I had to take those, talk about my region, and put it into a sentence, okay? Here's what I did. My thesis was, there are many interesting facts about Native Americans who lived in the Great Plains region, but today you'll be learning about their daily lives, tools, weapons, and environment. Okay, that was my 3 points in the sentence. That was my thesis. Now I'm going to read you my closing, restating my thesis, okay? Flip to the back. In conclusion, so remember those fancy transition words we talked about? You've got the ideas on your page. Use those, okay? You want to use maybe a transition here. In conclusion, the Native Americans of the Great Plains were a fascinating region because of many things, including their environment, survival skills, and daily life. Okay, I'll read it again. In conclusion, the Native Americans of the Great Plains were a fascinating region because of many things, including their environment, survival skills, and daily lives. So I've told you again what those 3 points were that I talked about in my 3.8s. Okay, so that's the first sentence. After that, you want to remind your reader why they should even care about your paper and what you've taught them. Now, this sentence is a lot easier when we do opinion pieces, okay, because you want to remind them why they should care about your opinion. In this case, where we're informative, it's harder to do, and I understand that, okay? You want to think about, why would it matter for somebody to learn about things that I've taught them in this paper? Why should they even learn about the Native Americans of my region? Why should it matter to them? Okay, you want to think about that. My sentence was just, their lives were so different than our world today. That's something I want them to realize, is our life is nothing like what the Native Americans were back then. Okay, and yours can be something like that, or you can come up with something else. Okay, so that's the next sentence. The last part is to leave them thinking and hook them again. Now you can go back to that first page and you can look at all of our different hook ideas. You could do another create a scene where you leave them thinking about sitting there hunting and doing something that was in the daily life of your Native Americans. You could do a question. Question's another good one. That's what I did. I said, what do you think? If you were a Native American, would you have wanted to be a part of one of the Great Plains tribes? Okay. You can ask a question like I did. It's up to you. Okay. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to get creative. Don't just try to copy exactly what I did. Okay. I want to know what you think. Okay. So you'll be writing that closing paragraph today. That was only about 3 or 4 sentences. It will not be near as long as a 3.8. So it shouldn't take you too long. Okay, I understand it's a little harder because we haven't done it, but it's not that long. Okay, and up to this point, you better have your lead and your 3.8 done, typed, done. Okay. So what you've got a priorities list, and it's on the board too. I'm going to go through it with you. Okay. First thing you're going to do when we finish this video, you're on the outline. You've got to write your closing paragraph. Don't forget to indent. Always indent. Then, after you wrote your closing, you've got to check it off with a teacher. Okay, so be patient, but you've got to have it checked off and be approved that, okay, you're ready to type. Or if they give you suggestions to fix or to work on, go do that first, just like we've done the whole time. Okay. Then, after they've given you their approval, you'll get a Chromebook and you'll type it up. Don't forget to indent. Always, always, always. So you'll type your closing paragraph. Then, your paper should look something similar to mine. I'm going to pull it up. Now, my paper is backwards. I have no idea how to flip this camera around. Sorry. Okay, so it looks backwards, but it's okay. So, we're going to get back to this in a second. You have your lead paragraph indented. Skip a line, subheading, skip a line. You've already done this. Okay, this is just what it should look like. First 3.8 indented. Skip a line, subheading, skip a line. Second 3.8 indented. Sorry, it's backwards. Your indent is over here. I have no idea why it's backwards. Okay. My 3.8 continued onto the next page, and that is okay. It doesn't all have to fit on the same page. Not a big deal. Okay. Skip a line. Third 3.8 subheading. Skip a line. Here's my third 3.8, also indented. Okay. Look how much longer this 3.8 is right here than my closing paragraph. Okay. That's because it's not going to be as long. This is 8 sentences. This is 3 or 4. Okay. Now, my closing does not have a subheading. Okay. What you're going to do is you'll go enter, skip a line, then enter again, indent, and go. Okay, this does not get a subheading. Don't give it one. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And mine was about 2 pages, but 1, 2, 3, continue to 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. 5 paragraph essay. Okay, we've done this for weeks. Come on, guys. Okay, so that's my finished piece. However, you'll notice on the board that it's got write your closing on your outline, have a teacher check it, type, then the very end. What do we add at the end? A title. Okay, we haven't done that yet. So you want to try, I challenge you, please think outside the box. I couldn't really come up with an outside of the box idea because I'm trying to move fast and get sub-plans together. But see if you can get catchy and get creative with your title. Mention something about maybe your region. Mine was Natives of the Great Plains. Not that interesting, but it tells you what my paper's about. Okay? Okay, do not skip a line. Not skip a line. And then you'll put by your name. Okay? In order to do this, you'll bring your mouse up to the top and click up here. Then push enter. And when you push enter, it's going to push these down and let you type up here. Okay, make sure you center your title and your name. No spaces here. One space after it. Okay, so enter will push those down. Okay. So, after you have your title and your name, then in your packet, so here's where you wrote your closing paragraph. Remember we was talking about this? At the very bottom of that page is a typing checklist. And it's backwards. Sorry. Do this typing checklist. I literally want you to take your pencil and go through. Did I do all of these things? Okay. The only thing that you're not really going to be able to say you did is those 3 small pictures. Okay, because of this situation, I cannot go through with you and show you how to do those 3 pictures, and I'm sorry. I'll teach you how to do pictures on Google Docs another time in January. I'm so sorry. Okay, we just won't have pictures in this. It'll be 5 pretty paragraphs. Sorry. Okay, so that's one you will just mark off 3 pictures. We didn't do it. Okay, and we just can't help it. Okay, it is what it is. So you'll do this checklist. Okay, we're good so far. Next thing, you've got to do this last page, and you may not get to this today, and that is okay. Okay, you've got 2-hour blocks today. Monday, you're going to have time to completely finish this and to get this outline page done right here. Monday's when you're going to share it too, but I'll get there in a second. So on this back page, okay, this is the page where you put any interesting facts. You just bullet them, just bullets, not a big paragraph at all. Please don't do a paragraph. Just do bullets of those interesting facts that you didn't get to use. Okay, they'll go in here. And then at the bottom, this is the part I really want to see. Okay, it says, how do you feel you did on this piece? Do you think I'm going to score you a novice, apprentice, proficient, or distinguished? What do you think? And then tell me why. Okay, this is part of your grade, and I'm curious to see what you think. I hope you all get distinguished. We'll see. Okay. So on Monday, you will turn in your research packet and your outline packet, and you're going to turn them into the trays that are over by the file cabinets. Okay, the finished, not finished, put them in the finished trays. Okay, because those are for a grade. They should be an easy grade for you because you shouldn't have lost them. Okay, the blue folders we will just collect and we'll put them back in those crates that they were in before. Okay, that's what we'll do with those, and that'll be on Monday. Another thing you're going to do on Monday, and I'm just telling you this now because you won't have a video for Monday. On Monday, you are also going to share your papers. Okay, don't share them on Thursday and Friday. Share them on Monday. But on Monday, and I'll tell this and have this in the sub plans too, but I want to go on and tell you now, you're going to share your paper with me, and you're also going to share your paper with your homeroom teacher. They have been so nice in helping me. Miss Spratt, Mr. Dodgen, and Miss Hudson have all agreed that when you send your papers to them, they're going to mark your names off on a checklist, and they're going to print your papers out for me so that I can get Dennis to come to school, grab them, and I can grade them at home while I'm sitting on my bum on the couch because I can't, after I have this surgery, I won't be able to do anything. So that'll give me something to do. So you're going to share your paper with your homeroom teacher. Now, my homeroom, they're going to share their papers with me and Miss Spratt. Okay, because Miss Spratt is going to print them out for my homeroom. But Mr. Dodgen's class, you're going to share your paper with Mr. Dodgen and me. Miss Hudson's, share it with her and me. Miss Spratt's and my homeroom, share it with Miss Spratt and me. Okay? I hope I went over everything. Okay, right now I would normally ask for questions, but I can't see you to see if you're raising your hand. So, okay, you'll have to raise your hand and ask the sub. I'm going to remind you to please be very respectful. Be hard workers. Please get these papers done. Okay? We want to get these papers done, and then on Monday, if your paper is not done, you will have to miss recess. Okay? You've got to get this thing done. We've had plenty of time. I miss you guys. I'm sorry I'm not there. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And my plan is to be back maybe the first full week of January, as long as everything is healing. Okay. I'm sorry I'm not there. Love you guys. Bye.